how do you have that conversation with someone who is sort of ambivalent about hearing it? Like, where you know that it would be helpful to say, like, hey, these are the structures of power in which you live and we're impacted every day. Because what you're really trying to do is offer like a more macro level, like person in the environment perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and sometimes it takes a lot to get someone there, or maybe they've just never thought about it. And
Mm-hmm.
so how do you have that pretty challenging conversation?
Um, I sort of don't. I'm always gonna just be where they are.
Yeah.
And that is with the understanding that to divest from some of these things will require grief.
Yeah.
There's enormous grief in releasing the illusion that we have control over our bodies or our health or things like that. And not everybody is there, and not everybody is ready for that. What I do say is where I come from
Mm-hmm.
as part of informed consent and as part of understanding where I will be responding to them through that lens. And that doesn't mean that it's ever not their, choice. I emphasize your body, your choice.
Mm-hmm.
And it is not my journey, it is yours. And everybody's um, moment with their body and where they are in any of these things is completely their own. And sometimes it's so nuanced that there is no clear um, right answer. So I talk about where I come from. I talk about that perspective and how that might influence. And I invite questions about how that might change our conversations.
Mm-hmm.
So for people who are, um, working on something that would be sort of related but not aligned,
Sure.
that is what I say, is that I'm always going to be in support of your goals.
Mm-hmm.
And there are things that we can always work on that may not be directly related, but we would find, right? Like if we're talking about building a better relationship with your body, if we're talking about um, being happier in your own body or feeling more aligned with yourself, all of those things can be reached even if we don't have the liberation conversation.